from the cold theaters of the world. This is Circuit Breaker. Brought to you by the entertainment site awardcircuit.com. An in-depth chat on film, television, and all the award shows that need predicting. Here's your host, Clayton Davis.
Hello, readers, and welcome to Circuit Breaker, brought to you by the entertainment website awardcircuit.com. I'm your editor-in-chief and owner, Clayton Davis. Here today on May 24th, 2020. Time of recording is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This shows us that we shouldn't ever do this in the afternoon. This is episode... Oh my god, I don't even know what episode number this is.
736,000.
Episode 187. 187. It's murder. It's a murder episode. Good movie,
It's
though. I like the movie 187. I'm going to put that in the database probably right now as we're talking. Here today with Mark Johnson.
Hey, everybody.
Joey.
See, I just thought of 1877 Cars for Kids.
Why did you think of the worst
Cut his
things?
mic.
Wow. I didn't realize that was like a national thing. I thought that was like some stupid Ohio thing we had.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I've never,
it's
never
everywhere.
heard that
You thought it was
mentioned anywhere
bad, so
else.
it must be local?
Like, it's so bad it must be local.
It's so bad it doesn't belong to us. And Karen Peterson.
Oh, man.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
I don't know why we're laughing, but I'm glad we
Yeah.
are.
When in doubt, just laugh. 187, directed by Kevin Reynolds. It opened July 29th, 1997. What were you doing July 29th, 1997, you think? I was on summer vacation going into 8th grade.
I was
Fuck
a
you.
nanny, so I was probably watching kids if it was during the week.
I was probably drinking at some bar.
You know that's a Friday.
Yeah.
So
I was probably getting off a
Mark,
getting
you
off
were
a
not
shift.
drinking at a bar. You weren't even
Oh,
21.
1997. You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
I was like,
Listen, I
Mark.
was probably drinking at a bar.
You might have been drinking, but not at a
I
bar.
probably had a fake ID at that time. And
Mark. We do not
knows?
condone that here on awardcircuit.com.
Absolutely not.
Terrible.
We got a jam-packed agenda for you today, full of nothing. Nothing and more nothing and even a little bit more of nothing.
How enticing.
I mean, we have some questions, we have some fun stuff. We're gonna talk
have Karen.
nonsense.
We have
Karen's here for a little while until she is gonna socially distance with her friend.
Yes.
I don't
That is
I don't
correct.
know who gave her
I
permission
can
to
hear
do
the
that.
judgment just coming from Clayton.
Yep.
I know, my goodness. I've been locked in my house for 7 weeks, Clayton. I have barely talked to anyone, seen anyone, talk to them
You
face
can
to
talk
face.
to me-
I have earned this.
Talk to me when it's 9.5 weeks. Am I right, Mark? Yeah, am I right? 9.5
That's
weeks.
right. That's
Yep.
right.
That's for all you cool cats and kittens who don't know what 9.5 weeks were. That was the stuff what we would watch when there wasn't porn on the internet. That's what people.
That is what
watch.
we had, okay?
Mark had that in the Playboy he found in the woods.
Nope, and Cinemax After Dark. Those two things.
It's called Skinamax, thank you.
What's it called?
Just get it
Skinemax?
right.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's
what we
I
call it.
don't think we called it anything. I think it was
Yeah,
just
we-
Cinemax late when your
called
parents
it
went to
that.
sleep and you could just watch it.
Yeah, we called it Skinamax.
Yeah, we did.
For that reason.
right.
Yeah. I will say, by the way, as I got into adulthood and like I wasn't a pervert anymore or a horny little teenager, I did.
Wait, that stopped.
Yeah,
happens?
it stops after a while. When I became an adult, I started watching Real Sex on HBO, but like not for the dirty stuff I used to watch it for as a kid, but like
You were
watch it, and it
studying.
was actually very like informationally entertaining.
You were studying.
Exactly.
He was learning.
Taking notes.
It was continued education.
Yeah.
It's a learning annex class. It's cool. Don't
That
worry.
makes sense.
So what I'm going to use some of these podcasts for is just pull up because randomly the movie database is going to tweet out some movies. Try to we're encouraging people to rate movies that they normally haven't rated, no matter how new or old they may be. So I want to go through the last couple that retweeted, so and talk to you guys about your ratings, and then you can act accordingly. Lincoln today, and good thing. I have to explain this. I don't think I explained this. When you rate something, you have up to 5 times to change your answer because movies change over time. So I've allowed I think I'm going to bring that down, though. I might bring that down to 3. I think 5 is a lot. Might be excessive. What do you think?
split the difference at 4.
But what about if you rate it and then you're like, crap, I didn't mean to give that 4 stars. I meant to give that 1 star.
That's fine. That used up 2 times there, and then you still have 1 more time to change your mind in life.
Just think Jumanji with the lives you get, right? If you're going to get too close to that hippo, you might lose one.
Yeah. I like how you brought that to the newest Jumanji, you monster. You didn't even like.
I love the old and I love the new Jumanji, but I haven't seen the second Jumanji.
I watched it recently.
The newest one is okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. The second one is actually better.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. No, I meant the second one, meaning like Welcome to the Jungle is.
The second of the new ones.
The second of the new ones. Yes,
it's better than the first of the new ones.
Wait, hold on.
I'm confused now.
There's 3 Jumanji movies.
We're in a trilogy right now, right?
Are we calling?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
There's Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and then there's Jumanji, The Next Level.
Got it. Okay. I didn't realize it was a trilogy.
Well, it's not really a
I thought it was like a reboot, but it's like a
sequel? No, because they refer to Alan in the second one.
Okay, all right.
Colin Hanks, man. Colin Hanks.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm good.
All right, so back to this now. Lincoln, where do you guys stand today?
4 stars.
Really?
Yeah, 4 stars.
Was it 4 at the time and still 4 today?
Yep. Yeah, it was number like 12 on my top 100 of the decade.
I think it was close to 3.5 for me. It's 4 now.
I'm 3.5, but I've never watched it again.
Might be worth revisiting.
See, I was a 4 when I saw it, and I've also never watched it again.
Are you afraid to watch it again, or you just feel like you have no inkling or motivation to do so?
It's not that I'm afraid, it's that it's a long movie, and it's one that I feel like I have to be in the right frame of mind for and I just haven't been. Yeah,
I always I was talking to Sam Coffey like a few weeks ago, and he brings this up. He always says he's always petrified to watch Borat again because Borat is his number 1 movie of that year.
I know,
he says he's petrified to watch it because he knows what's going to happen. And he says he stood so long by it. That was number 1. Sacha Baron Cohen was my lead actor pick of that year. Wow. That it's just going to change, and I think he likes the world he lives in. And I think it's okay to say that.
Yeah,
that's fair.
The Way Back. I actually haven't seen it yet, so I can't.
I love The Way Back.
4 stars.
4.
So
my number 2 movie of the year.
The Way Back is the one.
The Ben Affleck basketball.
Oh,
not God. Way Back. Saoirse Ronan or Ed Harris or whatever.
Ed Harris,
or the Way Back.
Yeah,
and the Way
and then it's Way Back. This is Way Back Alcohol Edition.
Okay, no, I haven't seen.
Yeah. I haven't either.
Did you see it, Karen?
Nope.
Oh, so it's just Joey. How about Interview with the Vampire?
Oh, I love it.
3.5.
Probably 3 for me.
Ooh, that's too low, but that's fine.
I mean, it's good.
It's good. Like, I think at the time I might have liked it for the wrong reasons. Yeah. and then now as I've gotten older, I'm like, no, it's actually really good. It's actually really well done. And I think when I was younger, I had a really big problem with Tom Cruise, and I have definitely come around to that. I think he's great in it.
He's the best part of it.
It's one of his best. It's one of his most entertaining roles, I think.
Do you think he's the best part of it, Mark?
I do. I think he nailed. I think he nailed the stat.
Oh,
I've read all the Vampire Chronicle books. I'm a big fan.
You don't know how to read.
I know, right?
And you also mispronounced Kirsten Dunst, by the way. That's fine.
She's so good too.
Who did?
Yeah, she's so good.
But I remember I'd
argue she's never been that good again. Oh, go ahead, Karen. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, we've probably talked about it before, but I just remember the controversy of how mad Anne Rice was when they cast him. Yeah. And because she wanted, I think, John Malkovich. And she did a set visit. Yeah, it could have worked. But she did a set visit while they were filming, and she saw Tom Cruise in the role, and then she, did this whole thing. She's like, I was wrong. I've changed my mind. And then...
Yeah, didn't she take out an ad or something?
I think she might have, yeah. She thought he was too short.
True. I mean, yeah, his whole career.
And yeah,
that's been a problem.
Up till that point, we hadn't seen him in that type of role before. She didn't think he could pull it off, and a lot of people didn't think he could pull it off.
You know what? Honestly, it was the most vain reason. For me, it was the blonde hair. I was like, I think it was too too against type Tom Cruise, I guess, at that moment, and my knowledge of him. I was 10, mind you. But then, but like watching it now, retrospect, I mean, listen, I also, as you watch it as an adult, like, as a kid, you do not pick up on all the homoeroticism throughout the entire thing. Yeah. Like, I was watching.
Not as much as you do now, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like, Antonio Banderas is, like, just straight up trying to sleep with Brad Pitt, and he can't do it. And he can't do it.
Horny movie.
He can't nail him, though.
One of my favorite things from the first season of What We Do in the Shadows is Guillermo, who's one of the vampire familiars. The whole reason he wants to be a vampire is because of Antonio Banderas in Interview with the Vampire.
That's awesome.
Oh, good.
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
You do need to watch that.
On a side note, Mark Hamill on one of the recent episodes of What We Do in the Shadows. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Aaron Brockovich.
I just watched that today.
Oh,
no kidding.
3 stars.
3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
I go 3.
I was more in the traffic camp that year.
Quoting Robert Hamer, he said, like, at the time, people were, like, almost kind of pissed that Julia Roberts was winning. They felt like it was just kind of like a gimme Oscar. But now in retrospect, like, how much she deserves it for that year. And
so
that's a pretty
good in
and
that
that's
movie.
A baller lineup, too. That's like one of the, I think it's maybe one of the top, maybe I'll say 10 to be safe, but top 10 or 5 lead actress lineups of Oscar history is that year.
I think the fact that she hadn't won was definitely, it helped her, but it helped her win an Oscar she really deserved.
Yeah, because it's not like Julianne Moore still Alice. Like, this was right time and right performance. And she does
Did you just
well.
shit on Julianne Moore for Still Alice? That performance is great too.
No. But that is not the performance that we. I think it's a great performance. That's just not.
Like,
but also, but Julianne Moore also beats like not a lot of great all-timer performances in her lineup.
That lineup is one of my favorites, and Julia Roberts is 4th in that lineup for me.
I think that lineup's kind of weak, to be honest. And I think Ellen Burstyn,
Ellen Burstyn, and Joan Allen are
I think
above and beyond almost any year.
Those two are great. Roberts is really good, and the other two, and I love Binoche, but the other two can go.
No, Laura Linney is great.
But yeah, Laura Linney's amazing. Binoche is the one that like stinks up the lineup.
She is the 5
because her movie is trash.
I love Binoche though.
Chocolat is such a trash movie.
It's a good movie.
It's alright.
When we remove her from that lineup, like we inevitably do on one of these episodes, then we'll have the best actress lineup we've had in a long time. Once we can take care of that.
Hell or High Water?
3.5.
2.5.
Oh my god! What, you don't like that?
I wasn't big on it at the time either. I think
movie that year.
I think it's just okay.
3 on that one.
Wow, we ran the gamut on that one.
Yeah.
I would like to watch it again because I don't know if you know. But I wasn't like I definitely.
Take a second look.
I will say though, of all the things that year, I don't get the Jeff Bridges thing.
No, that love should have gone to Ben Foster.
Yes, Ben Foster's totally
better than Jeff Bridges.
100% best in the show, and
I like Chris Pine in that one. Actually,
Chris Pine's great too.
Chris Pine is good too, but it should have been Chris Pine and Ben Foster.
Yep.
They both should have been the focus.
I'm with you.
Not Bridges.
I'm okay with all 3.
All right. Last one, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, 4 with a bullet.
4 stars.
3.5.
3. I say 3.5 too. I'd argue, and I said this last week, and Karen totally got what I was saying when I was talking about Rebecca being underrated of Alfred Hitchcock's, and it won Best Picture. I think Close Encounters is also one of his underrated, and it's like probably the one that's revered like so much by critics, but I feel like no one really talks about Close Encounters. I also think it's the least revisited of his filmography.
I don't know. That's hard. I guess that's different generations.
Go younger than you.
I probably saw that movie 20 times as a kid.
Yeah, but I would say like my siblings, I feel like haven't really watched it again since, and they're of that generation,
Yeah, right.
I was on the And the Runner Up Is podcast like a year ago, and we were doing 1977, and so that's the whole thing. So we talked about Star Wars, which was considered the runner-up to Annie Hall, And then it was just like, okay, well, which movie should have won Best Picture? And I say Close Encounter should have won.
That's tough. Good year.
I just clicked into the database to see what films from 1977 are in the database right now. And right now we only have 11. And I bet a bunch of these people haven't even seen. 11 by 14. I've never seen that.
No.
3 Women. I've seen like 4 years ago, maybe for the first time, because it came out on Criterion. Whenever I got the Criterion of it. A Bridge Too Far. I've actually never seen A Bridge Too Far.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Annie Hall.
Yeah.
Beer Chase.
Haven't seen that.
Never heard of that one.
Bhumika. Never heard of that. It might be a foreign film, I'm not sure. Deathbed, The Bed That Eats. Never seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I kind of want to see
movie.
it. Yeah.
I actually have.
The Exorcist 2, the Heretic. Heretic. Yeah, I think I saw that
That's
when I was a kid.
What's his name's in that one? Burton.
Who?
Richard Burton, I think, is the priest in that one.
Listen, people got to pay their bills.
You are correct. And Louise Fletcher and Max von Sydow and all these people. James Earl Jones is in it.
I remember that one not being that bad. Like, it's not like it'd be like a 2.5 star one, but it's like worth watching.
Yeah, I love that the database shows us the tagline of the movie at the time, and it says it's 4 years later. What does she remember? And you're like, yeah. What does she remember? Who cares? The other one is Fantastic Animation Festival. I don't know what that is. And then Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope.
What's that?
This is a foreign film.
It's a sequel.
A Tunisian film?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's from Tunisia.
Yep.
It was their first and only entry.
Yeah. All right. Look at that. Did you feel all better now and warm inside?
Yeah. Feels good.
You feel terrible. Ethan May, replace the weakest nominee in your opinion from the categories below and choose who should be there instead. All right. So I will pull up the list here. He has Best Director 2017. And just to be clear, because sometimes people don't know the right way to refer to this, we're going by the film year, not the Oscar year.
That's right.
Can we just say Mark and I were on
oh my god.
Mark and I were on the live Oscar gaming with the pundits, and I felt like we almost had that moment where people were referring to the Oscar year as the year in question and not the correct way in which we refer to them. And I almost had to just curse everyone out, but everyone got it.
When you had to ask on one of the questions and someone was just like, I don't know, I didn't write that down. I was just like, what?
I was like, see, this is the bullshit. This is what happens. So 2017, that's the La La Land year. Am I correct?
No.
I mean,
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water year. No, because I don't have it in front of me. That's what I always. All right, so it's Guillermo del Toro, Shape of Water, Paul Thomas Anderson, Phantom Thread, Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird, Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk, Jordan Peele, Get Out.
Oh, Karen's gonna hate me.
Yep, I already know what you're gonna say, and you're gonna hate me right back. So it's fine.
Oh,
Go ahead, be an asshole.
Listen, it's just okay. I don't know. Anyway, I'll go if you want me to go. I'm ready.
Go ahead, just do it nice and early.
So I got to get rid of Gerwig, and I got to replace her.
You don't
with,
have to, you know.
I do, though. She's by far the weak link there. I would replace with Scott Cooper for Hostiles.
That's a good choice, but
that's what you need—a mediocre white man in that race.
Listen, it's not about that. God damn.
And not mediocre.
I've seen his other movies. He's about as mediocre as he gets.
I'm not a big fan of either of his other
everything else he's made.
Yeah. Out of the Furnace is good in concept, but not well executed. Hostiles is fantastic.
Yeah.
Karen, go ahead. I know God, the elimination is going to be so fast for this one. Go ahead.
I am eliminating Paul Thomas Anderson, and I'm replacing him with Rian Johnson for Star Wars: Last Jedi.
Ooh, controversial, but good choice though.
I'm pissing off everyone because I'm getting rid of Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
and
Joey.
I'm putting in Darren Aronofsky for Mother.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
All right, so I'll do another answer. I guess we're gonna all over the map here. I'm getting rid of Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk.
Oh man.
Send your hate mail to Clayton Davis, care of the award circuit.
And I am inserting D. Reese for Mudbound.
Honestly,
Twitter's gonna love
if
that one.
Paul Thomas Anderson wasn't there, I would have picked Christopher Nolan. So
Yeah.
It was between PTA and Guillermo for me.
Children.
Other shout outs of that year, though, Sofia Coppola for The Beguiled and Craig Gillespie for I, Tonya.
And Villeneuve for Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
Less so.
Baller.
Last Flag Flying was that year. Linklater.
Everyone online is screaming about Guardino, or however the hell you say his name.
Guadagnino.
They can
Yeah,
they can scream
call
as
me
much
by
as they
your
want.
name.
All right.
Oh, I still
Don't care.
remember.
They're still screaming.
Yep.
All right. We're next one. We're in Best Director, 1976.
Ooh.
So
Great
this
year.
is the Foreman year,
Yeah.
right? This
Yeah.
Cuckoo's Nest.
No,
Right?
this is Taxi or Rocky year.
Rocky. Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
Rocky.
Yeah, because it was the Centennial.
Got it. So we got John G. Avildsen for Rocky, Alan J. Pakula for All of the President's Men, Ingmar Bergman for Face to Face, Sidney Lumet for Network, and Lena Wertmuller for Seven Beauties. So we're just picking the women years.
It's
So Mark
Wertmuller,
can get rid of them all. Go ahead, Mark.
I'll get rid of.
Do it, Mark.
What was her name?
Oh
Lena
my gosh,
Wertmuller.
fuck you.
Well, it's her. It's her or Bergman. I'm not getting rid of Ingmar Bergman.
You could easily get rid of Bergman for that.
I'm not. I'm gonna get
Actually,
rid of
I
her.
don't. I don't even remember Face to Face. I
And
feel like
you
I
got-
tried to see it once. Go ahead.
You got to put in Scorsese for Taxi Driver. That's easy.
Okay, Karen,
Come back to me. I'm too mad.
Karen, goddamn
Joey.
it.
I am getting rid of Bergman. He has other nominations, and I think I'm also doing Scorsese. I'm looking to see if I see anything else, but
That's
for now,
actually
Scorsese.
what I'm doing. Yeah, I think Scorsese's the right inclusion. And yeah, I'm getting rid of Bergman.
Yeah, I'm going Bergman out, and I'm inserting De Palma for Carrie.
Thought about that too, but I don't know.
looking to see
Scorsese,
if
what
there's another.
Scorsese does, as much as I don't love Taxi Driver, I think
Karen.
I don't like the movie, but I really appreciate the way that Scorsese
Yeah.
put it together.
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm
really
not-
That's
well
his
done.
big snub.
I'm also not a huge Taxi Driver fan either.
Oh my. That's
I,
in my
I,
top
I, I
20.
like I like De Niro in it, and that pulls me through. But the movie's rough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Best Actress 2004. So that is the Closer year, I believe. That's $1 Million Baby year, correct?
Yeah.
All right. That is
This is going to be the last one I do, and then I gotta go.
all right. Hilary Swank, $1 Million Baby, Annette Bening being Julia, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Maria Full of Grace, Imelda Staunton, Vera Drake, Kate Winslet, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
All right, Mark, eliminate another woman.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, how can I do that? I guess I'll get rid of, and Clayton's going to hate me now, the Maria Full of Grace. I never saw the movie, so that's why I'm going to pull her out.
Shocker. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm going to put in Sophie Okonedo. Does she count as lead?
No, she's in supporting. Why?
Oh, she
What
was
is-
nominated? Ow.
Yes.
I
What is
can't
wrong with
remember
you?
that far back.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
have
super.
your memory.
And first of all, she's super supporting,
Okay.
and she's already nominated in supporting.
All right, so come back to me then.
Okay, Joey.
I'm getting rid of Benning. I am putting in Julie Delpy before Sunset.
Good choice.
I think we
Karen?
did this one before.
Yeah, I feel like
didn't
we've done this
We
before
did.
too.
I think we did supporting act. We did supporting actress, and I got rid of Sophie Okonedo, and you guys yelled at me.
See, I think we
Yeah.
did lead because I said very long engagement to toe.
Yeah, because I remember saying Laura Dern, we don't live here anymore.
Yep.
Yeah,
So same answers before.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do a different one.
Karen.
So Karen can play.
I feel like I did it too, and I don't remember who I said. But yeah, I think Julie Delpy is probably the right choice in place of Annette Bening.
Here, there's one more here, Karen, and you can do this one, then you can leave.
Okay.
1988 Best Director. So we're the Rayman year.
Yeah.
And Barry Levinson for Rain Man, Charles Crichton for A Fish Called Wanda, Scorsese for The Last Temptation of Christ, Alan Parker, Mississippi Burning, Mike Nichols, Working Girl. It's just, I don't know if this is a shocker. This is like one of my least favorite Oscar years of like a collection of films.
Oh, I love that A Fish Called Wanda's in that.
Say the 5 movies again.
Rain Man, A Fish Called Wanda, Temptation of Christ, Mississippi Burning, Working Girl.
This is 88, you said?
88, yeah.
I'm gonna hate myself for this.
I'll go since I think I probably have an answer up top. I think Alan Parker, Mississippi Burning goes because I'm probably the least on that movie in the lineup, and I'm going Penny Marshall for Big.
You stole my answer. That's definitely the right answer.
Yeah,
All right.
Definitely the right answer. I'm just looking for an alternative. Oh, I have an alternative.
good.
I'm going to get rid of Scorsese,
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay
and
with that.
I am going to put in Ron Sheldon for Bull Durham.
Ah,
I love it.
that's a Mark Johnson answer.
I'm also moving off of Marty, as much as that pains me, and I'm gonna put in, and I'm gonna butcher this name, but Giuseppe Tornatore for Cinema Paradiso.
Ah, Cinema Paradiso.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Karen?
Yeah, no, I was with you, Clayton. Swap out Parker for Marshall.
Good. Another correct answer would be Sidney Lumet for Running on Empty.
I think we could easily swap out both of the people we mentioned for any of the 3 people we mentioned, and I'd
Yeah.
be very happy.
Yeah.
It's true.
Karen, be safe. Wear gloves
you.
and a mask.
Okay.
And if Tom Cruise comes up to you today and asks you for a kiss, will you kiss him today?
Do it.
Yes,
It's
I would.
worth it.
Yes.
It's worth it.
What if he
Yeah.
tells
I would
you
s-
right before he goes in for it, he says, I have coronavirus, so do you still
I'd
do
be
it?
like, I don't care. Kiss me.
Right?
I'll
Come on,
probably
of
be
course.
okay.
Well, you also
I'm young enough.
and
Also,
he's not.
if
I've
Karen
had a good
had
enough
to
life,
die,
it's fine.
if Karen had to die, death at the hands of Tom Cruise is probably in her top 10.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can see it.
It
That
would
is
Can't
my
have
turn.
him.
it would shock us all. It'd be like, how the hell did he outlive Karen? Because that is a thing.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, Karen. Have a great
Anyway,
day.
thanks,
Send your
guys.
episode recording. Bye bye.
I will. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right.
All right, Mark, rank boobs now.
Monica Bellucci.
I knew it.
Is that going to be your number one? Really?
Oh, she is my number one of all time. Not
He
for that.
just
but
did his top 10
Yeah.
people he would cheat on his wife for on Facebook like a couple days ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, actresses. My movie crushes. Yeah, but Monica Bellucci's always been my number one.
Is she still married to Olivia Martinez?
I have no idea.
I have his list if you want to
We don't-
discuss it.
Her and I. Don't,
I
her
would
and
like to
her and
hear.
I
I
don't
would
talk
like to
about-
hear. I would like to hear how basic this is because I'm pretty sure it's got to be. Go ahead.
Her and I
Re-
don't.
All right.
Her and I don't talk about the other spouses.
Oh, the other guys got it.
What
Number
are you saying?
10.
You have.
We're running down your list.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I have your list.
Go ahead.
Number 10 is Minka Kelly.
Really?
That's about as basic as it gets. From here, it's much better. But her face is so pretty. I couldn't help but include her.
I have to.
From Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was like,
I'm-
oh my goodness.
Yes, that's pretty. It's very 90s of you. You might as well have said Cindy Crawford.
I mean,
probably.
she's from like the
Yeah.
aughts, but that's all right.
Number 9 is Christina Hendricks. I can get on board with this one.
Oh
Mad
yeah,
Men. My love for
that's
Mad
an
Men.
absolutely okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
Number 8 is Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh great. Okay.
Number 7 is Natalie Portman.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think I'm ever going to get over like just my like school kid crush on her when Beautiful Girls and and everything after that. She was just-
Mine ended when I met her.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
That's what sent me over.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 6 is Nicole Kidman.
Still?
Yeah, and again, well, so I do this list based on all time. It was an all time thing. So in the late '90s, early aughts, when she did like Eyes Wide Shut and Moulin Rouge and The Hours, like I thought
that version of Nicole Kidman.
she was my
Okay.
she was my favorite actress for about 6-7 years, and so that era of Nicole.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm going to preemptively say now and insist it's now, Raquel Welch.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
Raquel at any era, she's just gorgeous.
Number 4 is Jennifer Lawrence. I co-sign heavily.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't-
It's way
I
too
can't
young
help
for
that.
you.
The red dress at the Oscars.
That's what it is.
That was like, are you kidding?
Are they going to say like, the see-through thing in Mother?
Hey, I did love her in Mother.
You didn't hate it.
Yep.
Number 3 is Sofia Vergara.
Ah, nice.
But Sofia Vergara in the era of like Dirty Sexy Money, like when she was first coming around.
I mean, she's still hot now.
She is, no question. But she, when like 15 years ago or so, she was. I almost put her number 2, but my number 2 when she came out was stunning as well. So
number 2 is
what we're learning here is that Mark is much like Hollywood. Really likes you when you're younger.
Yeah, and then he discards you after.
I mean, we're talking about at the prime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
that's fine.
Number 2 is Catherine Zeta-Jones. Number 1, Monica Bellucci.
And Monica Bellucci in any era as well, because she's just flawlessly
Catherine
gorgeous.
Zeta in what? In Entrapment?
No, yeah.
No,
Entrapment, that whole era. Yeah, that's
okay.
That's same mid to late 90s.
And then ends at Chicago for you?
No, past that.
I mean, be into now. He knows that she's okay with Michael Douglas. That's his in.
I mean, that's...
He's like...
Yeah.
When was Monica Bellucci first a thing for you? Because I may have a follow-up question.
Matrix Reloaded?
Milena and The Matrix Reloaded. Yeah, whatever one I saw first. I think it was Milena, to be honest.
Okay. I was mainly making sure it wasn't Irreversible.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, but that's good. I mean, she's great in that, too.
Yeah, Milena's 2000, Reloaded's 2003, so you probably...
Yeah, so Milena.
And Irreversible is right in between. That's why I needed to know.
I didn't see Irreversible till like 2008, 2009 or whatever, like years later. And I only went back and watched it because she was in it and was like, whoa.
So did you feel terrible when you saw her in Passion of the Christ that you were lusting after her in her role as Mary Magdalene?
And she's Mary Magdalene, so how perfect was that?
Oh,
That's
God.
perfect casting.
You were like, oh my God, look, like you knew exactly how to tempt him. You know exactly how to tempt Jesus.
I mean, who would say no to this?
I would say no to her.
Hey, what's going on?
He called Mel Gibson and was like, I can set aside all the other things involving you. Chef's kiss for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my number 1 that year, so.
She was married to Vincent Cassel.
Yeah, Cassel I knew. Yep. I don't know who the other guy is.
I thought she was married to the guy from Unfaithful. Who was he married to then?
I don't know. I don't even know.
You're thinking of Olivia.
Olivia Martinez. Yeah, Olivia Martinez.
Yeah, I don't think he's married to her.
He's married to someone. Oh, is he married to like Kylie Minogue? Wait, who the hell is he married to?
Monica Bellucci is married to someone. No one right now.
Hold the fuck up. He was married to Halle Berry. When did he bag her? No. Fuck out of here.
I don't know.
Hell no.
I mean,
Monica Bellucci is single.
That you know of.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's
gotta be 50 now, right?
Wait, I have the age. Mark?
What's that?
I guess.
If I guess?
She's probably like in her 40s, actually, because Kidman is 52.
55-ish.
No, she's gotta be...
Mark got it perfectly right.
Really? Is she 55?
Is she really 55 on the dot? That's fine.
On the dot.
No, I would have said mid-50s. Just, she's been around. I mean, it's, the Milena's 20 years ago, so she wasn't young.
Was that 2000, you said? 2001?
Yeah, 2000, I think.
Martinez had a baby with Halle Berry. That's his baby mama. Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
I do not like that at all.
Boy, Karen's going to listen back to the...
she's going to be like, this is why I need to stay out.
She's like, this is why we need a woman on this show.
This is why, because we go off the Janes and shit.
Start talking about Mark's top 10.
There's a very select segment of our listeners who's going to think this is the best episode ever.
Right.
Listen, we also... I think I talked on the one of the last episodes, like, because listen... Brad Pitt now, I mean, well, people probably still will say Brad Pitt now, but there's a definitive Brad Pitt in life.
No. Well, yeah, you were saying, was it Legends of the Fall?
Legends of the Fall Brad Pitt, yes, is like the one that it's everyone's definitive Brad Pitt.
But I think he's like one of the, like Bellucci. I think he's one of those everlasting, like he doesn't have a bad era, like Raquel Welch or Anne Margaret. Like they never faded. Like even Anne Margaret in like Grumpy Old Men, she was like an old woman and she was beautiful. Like it's some of them just stay that way. And I think Brad Pitt's one of those.
Is Anne Margaret still alive? Oh, she is.
I think she is. I don't remember. She is. She almost cracked my 10. She was pretty close. But I
79 years old.
Wait, what do you want? You want a bye-bye birdie, Anne Margaret? Is what you want?
Yeah, maybe like 60s, 70s ish. Yeah.
I'm looking at 1963 Anne Margaret. Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah.
That's a good Anne Margaret. Let me pull up some in our trivia games that we were playing yesterday. I thought we can see if we have some stats that we can offer here. I love playing the stats game. Mark,
Yeah.
what's the last actress to win Best Supporting Actress for her debut performance?
Is that Lupita?
Oh, you're correct.
All right.
Very good. You felt like that pretty quick. What would you have went otherwise? What do you think's after that?
You mean before that?
Yeah.
So, oh God, I don't even know. Anna Paquin?
Oh, that's a good guess. That's the she's before the last one before Lupita. So there's someone in between.
Oh. I don't know. Who is it?
Jennifer
In
Hudson.
between the two?
Jennifer Hudson.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
More obvious than I thought.
Yeah.
Joey, last director to win Best Director for his debut film.
I think I might have a guess for that.
I do not know off the top of my head.
Mark, you have a guess?
Is it Hooper?
No. That wasn't his debut.
I saw like 3 of his movies before that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first time I
United.
ever...
Like,
okay.
Here's a hint. Go in the 90s.
Oh, damn.
There's 2 in the 90s.
Mel Gibson?
No, it wasn't his first. Remember, Man Without a Face.
Oh, God. So bad.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
early.
nice.
There's one after him. I mean, there's
Is it
one.
another actor?
There's one more recent. No, it's not an actor turned director. That would have been a good guess though.
Who did Shakespeare in Love?
John Madden.
John Madden made a bunch of movies.
Yeah, okay.
And it wouldn't be a foreign person. We can narrow it down.
Spielberg,
It is a foreign person.
Eastwood,
It is a foreign
It is
person.
a foreign
Then
person.
it's got to be...
Jonathan Demme.
No, not Demi. Demi had like
I mean,
Julian movies.
the rest of them... Oh, so Sam Mendes, maybe.
Yeah, Sam Mendes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sam Mendes was a theater director.
Yeah, I was just going through all the ones, and none of them made sense because they were like Eastwood and Zemeckis, and so that's why I threw out. I threw out Demme because I was like, "What the hell? Who else could it be?" I knew it wasn't Cameron.
Joey.
All right.
Besides Tom Hanks, who's the other actor that went back to back? Best actor wins.
This is a stat I used to know.
I think I know it.
You want to steal, and then I'll come back if I can't.
Is it Spencer Tracy?
Yeah, Spencer Tracy.
Yeah.
37,
I
38.
knew it was a lot earlier.
Captain's Courageous and Boys Town. Yep. Mark.
Yeah.
Besides Iñárritu, the other 2 directors that went back to back.
Wow, directors to go back to back. Give me a second to think through. Wow. Is it old?
Here's a big hint.
gotta
They're
be
white.
older,
They're
right?
white.
I know one of them.
They're white
and they're
directors.
men. And they're men.
One of them is John Ford, right?
Yes, one is definitely John
Oh.
Ford.
So what is that?
He's the
How Green
earliest.
Was My
He's Grapes of
Valley?
Wrath and How Green Was My Valley.
Yeah.
And then there's someone in between Ford
What
and
decade?
Iñárritu, but it's an earlier director.
What decade? Give me a decade.
It's a crossover. I guess that's a hint.
Okay. Weiler?
Here's a hint. There's a movie coming out.
Oh, with Mankiewicz.
Yeah, Joe Mankiewicz.
There we go.
What was his All About Eve?
Letter to Three Wives and All About Eve. Three Wives
okay.
is 49. About Eve is 50.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known the title for Letter. I would have known All About Eve.
Yeah.
Once we get the hints, we get there.
Joey, supporting actor that went back to back. Only one. Who was it? I know this one like pretty well. This is one of those stats like you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Mark, do you know?
Yeah, it's the All the President's Men guy, right?
Yeah.
Come
on.
Know
his name.
No,
Jason Robards.
Yeah, Robards.
Come
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew who
All
it was.
President's Men
What
and
was the other
Julia.
one?
I
Julia.
always get stumped on his name.
Julia 77. I think he was going to go. Wait, isn't Melvin and Howard 78? Wasn't he about to do that was 81? I think.
No, there's a gap.
Yeah, there's a gap there. Ooh, here, Mark. This is perfect for you.
All right.
The last woman to receive an honorary Oscar.
Would that be Lauren Bacall?
No.
I don't know.
And Lauren Bacall doesn't have one, I don't think.
I thought she got one.
Don't think so. Joey, do you know?
I'm thinking about who the last couple ones. I don't know the honorary Oscars as well.
Yeah,
I know Spike Lee was last year.
Yeah. Lauren
I
Bacall.
remember Bacall getting one.
She did get one. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does Gina Davis count, or was that a different award?
That's a humanitarian.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that kind of counts.
I mean, I guess it's an honorary Oscar.
Yeah,
it's not the honorary.
when was Gina Davis?
2 years ago?
Oh, yeah, recent.
Last year? 2 years ago?
If that's it,
2
wait,
years ago. I think.
hold on.
Not last year, the year before, I think.
It was this
Cinder.
year.
Oh, it was this year. All
Yeah.
right.
So actually, then this is an outdated thing. So she's technically the right answer. Before,
Once they took it off the show in the same
Yeah,
way,
no
they
one
used to,
knows anymore.
can't
No, I
possibly
know.
keep track of it.
yeah, the answer
Yeah.
I had in front of me was Kathleen Kennedy in 2018.
Oh, no shit.
She
My
got the
buddy who I
she got
watched
Thalberg.
Parasite with.
Yep.
Yeah, your buddy who doesn't know your name.
Listen, she
They're
talked to
best
me, okay?
friends.
We talked for like 45 minutes. We were like good friends.
I feel like that would make it way worse when she goes, "Who are you?"
She can. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Like she would remember me.
Yeah.
I
You should just
don't
claim you're the
expect
other
that at
Mark
all.
Johnson.
She might.
Just claim you're the
just
other
show
Mark
her-
Johnson.
I'll just show her my selfie and say, "Remember we watched Parasite."
Yeah,
Like,
there
pretend.
are some people like I walk away from our meeting and I can say to myself like I think they'll remember me next time I
Yes.
see them. And there's some people I walk away I'm like they're not going to remember this conversation ever again.
Yeah.
That happens most of the time.
I'm still unsure if Cheryl Boone Isaacs remembers me. Like I've seen her maybe 3 or 4 times, and I'm still unsure every time I see her. I say hello, like we know each other, and she goes, "Oh hi," but I don't.
and you're
think-
like, you're not giving me anything. I need some
like,
degree
I
of
don't
emotion.
know. Like I know 100% she doesn't know my name, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's like one of those like, oh, I know his face, I just don't know his name.
Yeah,
'Cause there's
or
plenty of
just
those.
you belong in this crowd,
Like
but I have no idea who you are.
you sir,
Yeah.
you. Joey,
All right.
first foreign language film to be nominated for Best Picture.
So all these things I used to care about more. It was. I need. When I get a hint, I'll be better at that one. I don't know it off the top of my head.
French in the 30s.
Oh God, never mind. I thought
No, it's not. It's not an obvious one, Mark.
Well, I was going to say Viva Zapata, but I don't even know if that's foreign. And that's in the 50s
Yeah,
sometime.
I feel. Yeah, this might be a little hard. I don't know if Joey's gonna get it.
No, there
Wow,
was.
30s. God,
30s.
it's got to be.
I
famous.
knew it because
it's gotta
I
be
remember
like-
It is
looking-
it is a
You
famous
know what
one.
I bet it is? It's probably what's the Beauty and the Beast in the Belle, whatever the hell it's called. Is that it?
No.
Bette Belle or whatever.
No.
The hell? Oh, okay. Then I have no idea.
I don't. I remember it was like a. It was like a comedy.
Yeah,
Or something.
when I say it, I feel like you guys would be like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, all right.
All right. Grand Illusion.
Oh, I didn't know that was foreign.
Yeah.
Okay.
La Grande Illusion. Yes.
Well, there you go.
I don't know
Now,
how
if
to
you
say it in
it
French
that
accent.
way.
Yeah.
I was thinking of another movie also because there's a movie that was the first foreign film to be nominated for any award. And it's not that, but it was
yeah.
also the 30s. I also don't remember its name.
Mark, this is a good one for you because I feel like this is going to be technical. The answer I have, I feel like, will technically be wrong
Oh,
because
right. I
of
like that.
because we fight about genres a lot.
Oh, God.
First,
That aliens,
first
Mark.
science fiction film to be nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, I will
Who's your
say
source on this? That might be important to know.
first one to be nominated? So we're probably talking in the 50s.
No, that's
Before
why I
that?
think we may get.
So before that,
According to this is 70s.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So then we have to
Then
start
I
fighting
guess-
about what's before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70s before Star Wars. I don't know.
Joey,
I would not have said 70s.
So it's not Star Wars.
not Star Wars.
Yeah, you can't be Star Wars because then you would Close Encounters also got nominated, so it can't be that year.
Yeah.
Because then how could you say one?
So is it something that we're gonna think is not a science fiction movie?
No, I think I think it constitutes a science fiction movie.
Okay, so
I
it counts as a
just
science fiction movie, just not.
I just don't think it's the
You better
obvious.
not say Jaws.
It's not Jaws.
Can't possibly.
Not
Alright.
Jaws.
I was gonna say, that's not science fiction. Oh, you know what? You know what I bet you're going to say?
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know
Yeah.
what it is.
I think I do too.
Is it
Go
a
ahead.
Clockwork Orange?
Clockwork Orange.
Oh, yeah, I would call it sci-fi.
Would you say anything
Yeah.
before that is sci-fi though?
Yeah, I would. But I'll look that up because I don't know what was nominated.
Okay.
I would have sworn in the 50s there was some like the Thing from Another World or something like that.
Thing was
man, I
nominated for
didn't
Best
know
Picture.
that.
Let me.
I don't think there's been a
continue, and I'll look for picture.
No, I don't think there's been a particularly science fiction-y movie before that nominated, unless you want to go with something just Disney style.
Was Metropolis?
I don't think it.
That's probably before 27. Well, what about King Kong? Was that nominated?
It was not.
Yeah,
Kong would have 100% counted.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Unless you want to say Miracle on 34th Street.
I mean, right?
I'm actually pulling it up now, and I'm like the 30s. I don't see anything. Because I was looking, maybe there's like a Disney movie or musical that would have had a little something there. I'm still not seeing anything that clearly. Like The Wizard of Oz isn't science fiction, is it?
I mean, you could argue It's a Wonderful Life because there's an angel that comes down. Oh,
I don't think you can. All right.
I mean, that would, yeah, it's
a stretch.
Yeah. All right, Joey, here's one for you. 6 movies have been nominated for Best Picture that are horror films. Name the 6. This becomes a genre question as well.
I know. I hate. Silence of the Lambs 1.
Yes.
Exorcist 2.
Yep.
Now I'm curious how they quantify some of these. Get Out.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 more and they're older, right?
No. Well, here's your you don't have to go anywhere before The Exorcist because Exorcist is the first, so it's after Exorcist.
To tell you
and are they clear or they could go either way? I'm gonna be annoyed.
Two of them are pretty clear. One of them is it's
one of them is The Sixth Sense.
One of them is Sixth Sense, yes. That's obvious. There's one more that's pretty obviously a horror.
Yeah.
And then the other one is horror, but I think to the pretentious minds.
Black Swan.
I don't really consider Black Swan horror.
I'm assuming that's the pretentious one.
Yeah, that's the pretentious one. The other one is pretty obvious.
Yeah, the other one.
Obvious one. Is it Jaws?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what could be pretentious older, but I was like, I don't think they would have gone near it.
So you don't like that Black Swan gets classified as horror, Mark?
I don't think I'd call it horror. I think it's
a psychological horror. I think
it's a psychological thriller. No, I think it's an appropriate.
I think it's more of a psychological horror than a thriller because there's no
gore. There's no gore, but there's
there's a little gore, the fingernails and shit.
But it's all in her head, so it's psychological thriller.
It's all about the paranoia and the elements of like
nobody's really in danger except for her.
How do you feel about Rosemary's Baby?
That's psychological horror because it involves Satan.
I mean, this involves
but there's other people. There's other people involved. Like there's the satanic worshippers who are trying to do shit to her. This is all in her head, and it's an edgier thing for her.
I feel like when it's all in your head, it's more of a horror.
And Rosemary's Baby wasn't nominated for Best Picture either. So
I know. I'm just saying as like a.
But yeah, I would say that's a great way to divide the two. I think Rosemary's Baby is the psychological horror versus Black Swan for me is more about psychological thriller.
See, I agree, but I flip it. I think when it's all in your head, it's more of a horror. When people are chasing you, it's more of a thriller. Because if I just think of what a thriller is, it's like a conspiracy thriller. Like, oh shit, the government's after me. And a horror film could just be you going insane.
I don't know. Here's how I would say it though. Black Swan doesn't scare me. Rosemary's Baby does.
Oh, you're a pussy. What do you want from me? I couldn't resist. Sorry.
So wait. So Mark, would you say? Is Exorcist clear horror?
Oh, absolutely horror.
Just 100%. Like, because would you put in the same vein as Rosemary's Baby?
God, not even. I don't even think I could say horror thriller. No, because it's not really psychological. It's happening. No, I would just call it horror. I don't know that I'd subgenre it.
What would you call the happening?
Trash.
Trash.
Michael Bay trash. Or no, that's Shyamalan, isn't it? That's Shyamalan. Never mind.
Speaking of, to toy with this a little bit, Sixth Sense, are ghosts other people? Or is it technically closer to in his head?
So it's not in his head. It's happening. He sees it.
But only he knows it.
Yeah. Bruce Willis knows it too by the end.
Yeah, but Bruce Willis, no one else knows. Mm-hmm. He counts as a ghost just like everyone else. Sorry, guys. The movie's 20-something years old. Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's psychological horror for me, for Sixth Sense.
Okay. Joey. first 3D film to be nominated for Best Picture. It's the same year. So you have two answers.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it the Avatar year?
Avatar. Yep, that's one.
What's the other movie that was in 3D?
Well, there were 10. There were 10 that year, right?
Yeah, the year of 10.
Yep.
Well, is it the... Wait. It's... I know this. Hang on. Shit. It is...
Just him clicking around.
No. Is it Up?
Joe, you're so obvious when you're like looking for the answer.
I'm not looking for it. I'm trying to... Is it Up or Toy Story 3?
Yes, it's Up.
Toy Story,
because I saw Toy Story 3 in 3D.
Yeah, Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
Story 3
and I remember which one came first.
Yeah.
I saw Toy Story 3 in theaters with 3D glasses. I don't remember seeing Up in 3D.
I think I would have guessed Star Trek, but that wasn't nominated, was it?
Star Trek got that PGA nomination, and then we thought it was going to happen.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's probably where my mind was.
Mark.
Yeah.
The first highest grossing film of all time, so it enters like the first highest grossing film of all time that wasn't nominated for Best Picture.
Oh wow.
The first.
So we're not adjusting for inflation, right? We're just highest grossing.
Yeah.
And you mean it takes over the top spot, right? That in it during its run?
Wow.
Like, it takes over the top spot during its run, and then it's not nominated for Best Picture. So it's not the highest grossing film of all time now.
I'll say The Avengers. I don't know.
No, it never took over as top film.
It was. Avengers was the highest grossing film of all time.
Was it really?
But it was, but there was
well.
something before that became the highest grossing film that wasn't nominated for Best Picture. It wasn't the first.
Wow.
Joey, here's your hint. It's in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious, I think, when you see it.
I know it's gonna be obvious when you say it.
Jurassic Park.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just thrown off because I also don't remember the Avengers taking over. I don't think it beat Titanic. I feel like it didn't.
I can't imagine it did, but maybe because inflation.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame is now the highest grossing film of all time to not win an Academy Award.
Wait. It can't be because Avatar would have been there beforehand, and Avatar held
the question was.
I'm talking about now.
Oh, now.
Because when Mark said Avengers never became the highest grossing film of all time.
I think it did.
It was Avengers Endgame that did it.
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to box office very well.
Hold on. No, it definitely was, because I remember it became that year. That was a whole talking point about people thinking.
You're talking about the first Avengers film, right?
The first Avengers, 2012.
It did not outgross Avatar. That's impossible.
I'm looking right now. Worldwide, no, domestic.
Not on Box Office Mojo.
I'm looking at Box Office Mojo right now.
Oh, I can't wait for them to tell you there's a paywall somewhere.
Oh, I already have the thing. So
yeah, I just refuse to do it.
All time, domestic.
Yeah, the first Avengers movie, nowhere near.
So Avengers is
the Avengers made
Avatar is
623 million. Yeah, it never came near Avatar.
Hold on. Worldwide,
Titanic held the record until Avatar.
Yeah, true. All right, yep, you're right.
And then Star Wars did it, and then Endgame.
Yeah,
did it.
it's Force Awakens, Avengers Endgame, Avatar, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Titanic, Jurassic World, The Avengers, and Star Wars Last Jedi, and then Incredibles 2. I can't believe Incredibles 2 is in the top 10 now.
Yeah, that's why if I'm looking at box office stuff, I like the adjusted for inflation. I just ticket sales.
Old man yells at cloud.
I know, but listen, tickets were like 10 cents when Gone with the Wind came out, and they're like $20 now. So you'd have to. Yeah, I don't know. I think you have to adjust for inflation when talking about the film that is the number one box office film.
I mean, I don't think if you have a film you want to break the record, you want to do that because then you're
sure. But if you're talking about what is, box office, I think you're thinking, when you talk about the box office, you're talking about how many people went and saw it. I don't really care about the money side. It's how many tickets were sold.
Yeah.
So that's the adjusting
for
But
unfortunately,
inflation.
I mean, if you like that, the problem is you'll never, no one ever wants to do that because if you look at the list.
Correct.
That's nothing's going to make.
Correct. And that's why you can say it made, the highest grossing film, fine. But the when you involve box office, I'm thinking ticket sales. And if you can't catch Gone with the Wind or whatever's number one, there's a reason for that, right? And
it is Gone with the Wind is number one.
Make a movie that rivals a film like that, and then we'll talk about it. But
I mean, you could also make the argument there was literally nothing else that came out as opposed to now.
Here's a
you wanted entertainment, you went to Gone with the Wind.
Hey, listen, there was firewood to cut, okay?
Yeah. But when you did your chores, you got a quarter and you went to go see Gone with the Wind.
Here's a good question. What is the slowest movie to get to $100 million?
Oh my God.
To gross $100 million.
So it was probably something that had to be re-released. So Gone with the Wind.
This is not adjusted for inflation.
No, it's not adjusted for inflation. It's just of the time. So let me give you the decade because I have to narrow it down for you. It's in the 70s.
So The Godfather.
It took 731 weeks to get to $100 million.
I'll say The Godfather. I don't know.
It is not The Godfather.
How many? Say again the number.
731 weeks to get to $100 million.
That's like 2 years.
Wait. Okay, so
and it is a Best Picture nominee. If that gives you another hint.
Oh my God.
It's not an obvious answer. This is a little hard. So I'll narrow it down for you a little more. Best Picture nominee, early 70s.
The Best Picture nominee has thrown me off because I might have said Rocky Horror.
Godfather.
No,
but it's not nominated.
Now you're correct.
I knew if I stayed with it would work out. I knew it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else would have been. Is
there another hint you can give us?
Okay. Best Picture nominee won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. It's only win. Helen Hayes.
Helen Hayes. Why do I know that? I think
all the Helen Hayes fans are hating you two right now.
Wait.
Right?
Wait. Is it Airport?
I'm gonna guess.
What else?
I'm gonna guess yes.
Yes, it's
I don't know what else.
Yes, it's Airport.
Why would Airport have made? How could that have taken that long to do?
Wrong.
What was keeping that movie in the theaters?
I mean, I don't know. It came out March 5th, 1970. And then it got nominated for Best Picture the next year. And I'm pretty sure the Oscars were like in March or April by that time. So it probably got a re-release or something.
So it played almost a year.
How many movies were like out like a year at that time? You know,
so it must have done. Right. What did it? Now I want to know what it opened up to. Like, what did it start at?
I'll tell you right now. Airport opened. It was in theaters for 1,033 days, 147 weeks.
I mean, that's like 3 years. Wait, no. Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's like 3 years.
That's unheard of.
I mean, most movies don't make it 3 months.
I mean, look at this year. A couple movies made it in 3 days.
It doesn't tell me what its opening weekend was. But also, theater tickets were like what, $3? Also,
yeah, but I can imagine it had to have opened well and been like the equivalent of a hit. And then it couldn't have been like it opened if it opened now, it opened to 15 million. It was solid and just kept going. It had to have started big.
Yeah.
Teetered out, got a re-release.
So here's another question. It's similar. Slowest to 150 million. Here's the hint. It's also 70s. Same amount of weeks. It took 731 weeks to get to $150 million. It's an early 70s movie, and it's also a Best Picture nominee.
I'm going to say The Godfather.
No. And here's a better hint. It won Best Picture.
Oh, shit. There you go. Godfather Part 2.
I do. He's going to keep saying it.
I want one of these answers to be The Godfather, but it's going to be the one that you don't say.
Right.
Yeah.
73 was how about The Sting? I'll go The Sting.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Let's split the difference between the Godfathers.
He picked the one split between the Godfathers.
That's right.
He was just
I went right between them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
The Sting.
There you go.
It's a strategy. It's one strategy.
It also took me 3 guesses. So
yeah. Let me see let me see if The Godfather has a record, just so you can feel better about this. The Godfather has. Oh, it has
highest grossing
movie
Paramount? To star.
Yeah,
figure it out
with Marlon Brando in the 70s. No, it's probably
adjusted for inflation. It is the 25th highest grossing film of all time. not adjusted for inflation, it is the 74th highest grossing R-rated film of all time.
Okay.
Mark, adjusted for inflation, what's the 25th highest grossing film of all time? Can you guess?
I'm going to say The Godfather.
Very good,
Hey,
sir.
we got one.
Oh, here's a good question. Adjusted for inflation, what are the top 10 films of all time?
Gone with the Wind, Star Wars,
Yep.
E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nope, not Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Do we have to go in order? Can I
Was
be
he-
No,
E.T.?
you jumped around. So you got Gone with the Wind. That's number 1. Star Wars number 2. What did you
E.T.?
said?
what about
E.T.
Force
No,
Awakens?
he
Does that make
said he said E.T. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, E.T.'s number 4. What'd you say, Joe?
Force Awakens?
No, that's number
Jaws.
11. Jaws number
11?
7.
Ah, I just missed.
Yeah, Jaws is number 7.
Empire
Empire
Strikes
Strikes
Back.
Back.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yep. Here. All right. So let me just save this time for you. No more Star Wars in top 10.
Okay.
So, what about Ten Commandments?
Yes.
Ooh, it's a good one. Nice
Yep.
job.
Ten Commandments number 6.
Snow White?
Snow White number 10.
Okay. How many are we missing?
4.
4.
How many are we missing?
Trying to think. Well, let's go with Jurassic. Oh, Titanic.
Titanic?
For sure.
Titanic.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. How about Jurassic Park?
No.
How about Avatar?
No. No more Spielberg. Here's your hint for the last 3 pre-1980.
Oh, damn. So Sound of Music.
Yep. 8. That's number 3, by the way. Adjusted for inflation of all time.
Yeah. See how when you do the adjusted for inflation, you end up with like all time classics.
Yeah.
That's why I like looking at that anyway. So pre 1980, you said.
Yep. So now actually, so what's left now? I'll give you the decades. So you
Yeah.
have 170s and 160s.
So the. I
You're
want to say
about to say
the
The
Godfather. I want to say the Godfather. I can't help it. I'm going to say the Godfather just so I can get that out of the way.
Yeah,
No.
just get out of your system. No, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, how about Rocky?
I don't think
Gandhi,
I'm right.
no.
No, Rocky. I said.
Oh, Rocky, no.
I don't
Okay.
think I'm right, but what about The Exorcist?
Yes, The Exorcist and Joey.
What was
cool.
the other decade?
60s.
60s. We got one left.
So Lawrence of Arabia, maybe.
No. Good guess.
Was it
though.
nominated for Best Picture?
Yes.
So Psycho's in 60, 61. How West Side Story?
No. Good guess.
Oh, I felt confident.
Yeah.
66, 67 would be Bonnie and Clyde. Guess who's going to dinner? 68 is 2001.
Is it an obvious one we're going to be annoyed
No,
about?
no, it's not obvious.
It's going to be a musical like
It's,
Oliver or something.
it's not a musical.
Okay.
I was going to give that hint with Sound of Music. One of them was a musical, but this is not a musical.
Okay. Another 60s big hit. So is it animated? Is it Disney?
Nope, it's not Disney.
Okay. Dang.
Live action.
Okay. That really narrows it. I feel like it could be.
I don't know if this even narrows it more. Long drama.
So I mean, might as well say Lawrence of Arabia. Is that
No.
one?
Can you give
no.
us Can you give us like
Dr.
multiple
Zhivago?
choice?
Wait, what'd you say?
Zhivago?
Yeah, Shivago. Yeah.
I don't think I ever would have got that one.
Yeah, that would say that wasn't that obvious. Shivago's 8,
Yeah,
Exorcist
that's how
9,
I'm
Snow White.
surprised Zhivago, but I guess that's a movie for, at least at that time, that both men and women would want to go see. Again, like, there's the romance angle that
Wait,
a lot of.
women go to the movies? Mark.
I mean, listen, that's how you get that's how you get box office to build is you give a movie that both men and women can enjoy, and there's the war side of the movie for like the men that want to do that, and there's a great love story in there too. So
It's men who want to do war.
it's a good date movie, right?
Estimated tickets it sold was 124 million.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. That's one of my all-time favorites as well. Actually, all those were.
Mark, I don't know that I want my date movie to be 3 hours long, actually.
I mean, depends. If I'm sitting there with Raquel Welch, I don't mind however long.
I feel like I want to do other things on the date. I don't want to be sitting on
Just to give you guys the 11 through 20. So Force Awakens was 11, Joey said.
Oh, no
101,
kidding.
101 Dalmatians, number 12.
Wow.
Empire
Okay.
Strikes Back, 13. Ben-Hur, 14.
Yes.
Avatar,
Love it.
15. Avengers Endgame, 16. Return of the Jedi, 17. Jurassic Park, 18. Phantom Menace, 19.
Jesus.
And The Lion King, animated.
Well, we got
Number
like
20.
half of the top of the 11 through 20. when we were
Raiders of the
guessing.
Lost Ark was 22, Mark. I know you said that before.
I'm surprised that's that low, honestly. You know,
Yeah.
especially you see all the other Spielbergs that were high like that. I'm surprised Raiders didn't, you know, because that spawned sequels, whereas a lot of the
I
other
remember
ones didn't.
years ago, probably 2 years ago, when I used to look at Box Office Mojo a lot more, pulling up this list. I don't remember what I saw, but there were a couple that I would never in a million years have thought that they could have made as much money as they did.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of movies in the 70s that did the equivalent now of making Avengers and Marvel money.
Yeah. Number 200
awesome.
on this list, which is like the last of the cap, is Liar Liar.
Wow.
I love Liar Liar.
I do too. It's
Fun.
probably
Yeah.
my third favorite Carrie, I would bet.
I'd
I'd have to think about it, but Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine, and then probably Liar.
Sunshine. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'd probably put Man on the Moon.
I'd actually argue. Yeah, Man in the Moon is probably better. Yeah, I'd argue that it could be his second because I gave it an honorable mention in my 10 greatest performances of all time because I like of comedic performances.
Oh, comedic,
It's
okay.
definitely one of the best ever. Like I can distinctly remember crying so hard while I watched it.
Liar Liar or Chapter 20 or the number 23.
Yeah, Liar Liar. God, number 23 was so bad.
Oh yeah.
That was so
Not
bad.
good.
No.
Chapter 23. Oh yeah, chapter
The
23.
number 23, I think it
No,
was.
Chapter 27 you're thinking of, which is Jared Leto as Mark David Chapman. The number 23 is Jim Carrey going crazy over the number 23. They're both not good.
Everything equals 23 clean.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, his wife is just like, you're going crazy. It was that movie.
Yeah.
That movie. Hold on. I'm gonna do one last thing and then we can go from there. I want to look at the Western genre that's in the database because Mark needs
I
to.
love it. Do it. Do it.
He has to
So we'll start with Logan, just so we can annoy Mark.
That is not a Western. What the Hell or High Water, I'll give you, is a Western. But I'm not going to give Logan Western.
Actually, let me see if Hell or High Water got labeled as a Western in here.
I would call it a Western crime drama. It takes place in West Texas. for
It's
God's
actually
sakes.
exactly labeled as a crime Western.
Yep.
So we have 17 Westerns in our database. One is News of the World, which no one's seen yet.
I've never seen that.
That you know of.
Yep. Hell or High Water, we talked about. Django Unchained,
Okay.
Yeah.
2.5. The Revenant,
Oh, I'd go 4 on
2.5.
Revenant. I love it.
3.5. I think that's good though.
I think people are going to come back around on the Revenant in like 10 years or so. I
yeah,
think,
maybe.
20 years, whatever it takes. I think that's when people come back to.
It won several Oscars. I think it's doing just fine.
I mean,
No, I know, but I think it gets a lot of
I mean,
hate.
King's Speech won 4 Oscars, and people shit on that
Yeah.
for the rest of life.
I hear shit about the Revenant every time I mention it, but I think it's one that eventually it subsides and people may come back to and like it more than they did the first time, like I did with Shane. Shane's a good example of that. I didn't like Shane at all the first time I saw it, and now I'd give it 4 stars, and it's in my top 100 films of all time.
Yeah. So and an AFIs.
Mm-hmm.
Apache is in here.
I don't think I've seen Fort Apache. I don't think I've seen Apache.
Apache 1954. Django from 66.
I never saw the original Django.
Buffalo Bill and the Indians or Sitting Bull's History Lesson. That's 76. That's the Altman one.
I haven't seen it.
Buchanan Rides Alone. That's from 58.
Jesus.
Yeah. Listen,
a lot that I haven't seen. Oh, yeah, there were a lot.
I've been pulling in some diversity in
Yeah.
this database.
Yeah, that's good.
Another one that none of us have seen yet. It's supposed to be coming out. Then another Taylor Sheridan one, Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Okay. Yeah.
That's Netflix. Comanche Station from 60.
God, I don't know if I've seen that or not. That sounds familiar.
Coming at Ya from 81.
No.
Nope.
It's a porn film, Mark.
Dances with Wolves.
Hell yeah, I love
3.
it. 4 stars and in my top 100.
2.5.
Oh, you guys suck.
He's
I even
a 3.
three, it's
He's
a
a
thumbs
3.5. Well, he's a 3 or 3.5.
You both suck. If it's below 3.5, it's you failed.
God.
That is an all-time great.
The Rider 3.5.
2.
Riders. What'd you say, Mark?
I said 2. It's trash. I didn't like
Oh, you're a bad person.
it. I know. I think that
Is it because a woman directed it, Mark?
That is exactly what it was.
I didn't even know that. But that
Yeah.
was. I think that
Mark,
was
it
like
was
the
because
most.
it was directed by a woman of color.
Yeah,
That's
I
exactly
bet,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
El
That's
Topo from 70.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I don't remember it enough to give you a rating. So somewhere between 3 and 3.5.
Guilty Pleasure, 1994, 8 seconds.
Oh, no. Is that the Luke Perry one?
Yeah, sure is.
No, I never saw it.
Oh, I saw it at the time. I remember thinking it was like one of the greatest things ever. Oh, God.
No.
I thought it was so incredible at the time.
I don't know that I'd call that a Western, though.
I will use the Joey quote for this, because Joey said this the best about The Patriot. Oh, I used to like that movie, and then I grew up. Like, 100%.
Same.
All right, Mark, where do you fall on the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie, How the West Was Fun?
Oh, God.
Because I've seen that one.
Nuh-uh. That's awesome. I've never seen that, but I like the
not good.
title. That's cute.
How about The Frisco Kid? 79.
Yeah.
Do you like Frisco Kid?
Yeah. Who is that? Is that that's not Harrison Ford, is it?
That's Gene Wilder. Yeah,
Gene Wilder and Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I it's been a long time, but I remember liking it. It was fun. Like 3 stars, probably.
That's all the Westerns that are in here right now.
Wow, we got to get... You're missing, like, High Noon, Shane...
We're gonna use this time to also... I'll let you guys get some good face-to-face time with Clayton that adds to the movie. So... we're gonna dedicate this last 5 minutes to the Western. So what needs to be in here? She said Shane.
So yeah, Shane.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna give you guys like 2 each because it does take a minute. So Shane.
If we're saying 2, then don't take Shane.
Okay. What do you want?
That's not my top 2. So go ahead, Joey. You go first.
I'm gonna do a traditional Western.
I need one for myself here too. I'm gonna
do 310 to Yuma.
Which one?
Which one?
The new one.
Okay.
There.
Hold on.
Then I'll give you the choice. Either Copland, if you want to count it, because it's kind of a hybrid.
Definitely not
a Western.
Or Wind River.
Wind River closer to a Western,
Westerns.
and I don't think I even consider that a Western.
Yeah.
But
It takes place in the West.
It does, but Westerns are like cowboys and Indians.
I'll do Wind River.
It involves Native Americans. It's pretty close to the cowboy trope.
That doesn't mean it's a Western.
Yeah,
but the themes of the Western are present in Wind River.
So is Frozen River a Western?
I would say there's elements of it you could argue.
I don't think I can argue with Wind River. I think that's close enough. Because I think if we're going to say Hell or High Water would fall in the Western genre,
I said Wind River was definitely closer than...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would argue Copland's pretty close. It's Copland is High Noon, but just set in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Wind River's like, crime thriller. So is, I guess, Hell or High Water. I don't know. I just think of Hell or High... It's West Texas, so it feels... Whereas Hell or High Water is like Alaska or something, isn't it? I don't remember.
Wind River
Hell or
is
High
Alaska.
Water is West Texas. Wind River is...
That's what I meant. But Wind River, where's Wind River?
Wyoming, which is also the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well,
all right, so you got Wind River and you got 310 to Yuma.
Thanks for that contribution, Joey, to the Western genre. Western genre fans appreciate you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm going to say High Noon.
The oldest thing you've ever said in your life.
I'm going to say High
Mark's
Noon.
going High Noon.
That is my all-time favorite Western.
Is it your all-time favorite, really?
Yeah. Oh,
1950.
That was President Clinton's favorite movie of all time.
Do you want me to add the 2000 one that is with Tom Skerritt?
No, it don't.
Yes. Only that one.
No, it don't.
Or I can add Three Ninjas. I can add the 1998 one, Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
There you go. I've seen that one.
Terrible. The worst. God, there's so many other good ones. Let me get 5 in there. Let me get 5.
5?
Let me
just change the rules.
I will let you have 2 more.
Okay, you got to have The Searchers.
Hold on. I need to.
The Searchers
hold on.
is a must.
Hold on. I need to, because
that is Scorsese's favorite film of all time.
Hold on, let me add mine before I forget, because you're going to get this. Hold on. The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford. Hold on.
Well, he's doing that, Mark. You've seen Copland, right?
I have. I loved Copland.
I was about to say, it's High Noon in New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like saying that Magnificent Seven is a samurai film. Right?
I mean,
like
it's the modern day samurai film. I would argue that. I'd take it.
I can't.
It's all a rich tapestry.
All right. Mark, The Searchers, you said, right?
Yeah. John Ford's The Searchers. Scorsese's favorite film.
Searchers.
How the West was fun, Mark.
56.
Ask for that one.
The tagline of the Searchers is he had to find her.
Searching. He had to find her.
He had to find her.
He had to find her.
Ellipsis.
Because he's obsessed. It's like repetitive because he's a man on a mission. And actually, Scorsese says he when he made Taxi Driver, he took a lot from the Searchers. How he's because he's I don't know if you've seen the Searchers, but John Wayne's off to save Natalie Wood and bring her back. And in Taxi Driver, it's De Niro who's going to save Foster.
All right, and what's your other one, Mark?
Well, you said I could have 5, I believe.
I did not say. You said you could have 5.
All right,
I said
Mark was throwing his voice.
I'll give you 2 more.
Oh, okay. All right,
2 more.
More is good. So 2 more. Then I'm going to say how the
West was fun.
I almost said
Yes.
that. I didn't, Once Upon a Time in the West.
Oh, okay. I think you were saying Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No.
I really wish he said the wrong one, so you would have put it
almost
in and
did.
counted it as one of his
did.
turns.
Well, yeah. Once Upon a Time in the West. The 68, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Charles Bronson.
Do you want Once Upon a Time in the West, The Wages of Sin from 2003?
No. No.
Probably.
I want
Would you
I
like
want the one with
Cinderella Once
Henry
Upon a Time
Fonda.
in the West from 2012? It's an animated
No.
dog and deer version.
I wish you'd stop.
That's what's in here.
Just stop.
All right.
And the last
you have one
one.
more.
And then let's go with a good spaghetti western. The
I'm
good, the bad,
surprised you
and
haven't
the
said
ugly.
Unforgiven yet.
No, we'll save that for when you give me 10.
Okay.
But I'll say the good, the bad, and the ugly as the.
You have to
as
wait
the
for next time we do westerns again as a genre when he asks. This could be a
Yeah.
while.
Could be a while. Or maybe I'll just go to the site and request it.
Yeah, I know you could. Yeah.
Right?
And he can still ignore it there.
Yep. You said the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yeah, let's go with the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's
66.
That's a great one. It was one of the all-time great film scores.
Would you say that?
Oh God, yeah. Ennio Morricone, yeah. That's one of the the price of gold. I think is the theme, and then of course the main theme
What's the tagline, Mark?
of the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For 3 men, the Civil War wasn't hell. It was practice.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I love it. I
Did you
love
get
it.
chills when I
Like,
said
that-
it?
that's a great tagline. You know,
Yeah.
Mark's just like, I can imagine him shaking as he said that.
what's the best tagline of all time? 'Cause for me, it's no brainer.
Oh God, I don't. I can't even think of one right now. It's like
All
we're
right, I'll
talking
give you
about-
mine. I'll give you mine.
Good.
My favorite tagline of all time was "Alien in space."
No one can hear you scream. Yeah, that's a good one.
I do.
So good.
I love that one. As an aside, I love the aborted one for Alien 3, which was on Earth. Everyone can hear you scream.
Yeah.
And then they didn't make that movie.
Oh.
I love that.
I do like the Aliens tagline too, which is "This time it's war," because they bring the Marines in and shit. Right?
Do you know
Yeah,
what? Do you know what
which is
High Noon's tagline was?
Something about the clock is ticking or something.
The
What is
story.
it?
The story of a man who was too proud to run.
I love it. He was too. Everybody else.
This is really good. This is really good practice for my voiceover career. I
Right.
gotta say.
I do.
Yeah.
It's not the best
In
one,
a
but I do
world.
think it was funny. The 40-Year-Old Virgin had a good one.
Oh,
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. Once Upon a Time in the West was there were 3 men in her life, one to take her, one to love her, and one to kill her.
Yeah, that's good.
Mark, Boogie Nights. Everyone has one special thing.
Yeah, that's actually. I think that was actively a
That's a
really,
good
really
one.
great one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
There's a lot of. I love taglines. That's a fun thing.
You love marketing. you are living proof that it works. Yeah, by the way, just go back for a quick second to Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I have not gone back to that in a while, and I
my
don't
God.
think it's aged well.
Oh, stop it! It has.
I
watched that
really
one
honestly
many
don't
times.
know. I feel like I've read that places, but I don't know. I
stop
haven't
it.
revisited it in so long.
That final showdown with I think it's called The Price of Gold, where it's playing in the background. Oh my God. Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite scenes. Let me look up that song.
I know I've heard The Searchers hasn't aged well, more so than that.
Yeah, it's
A lot of pieces on
it's
that.
race. There's a lot of racist type stuff
Yeah.
in it when you look
You
at it.
you
now,
gotta watch
know.
it, just being like, "Yep, they were racists," and moving on from that.
I can never say the word. The ecstasy of gold.
You're just gonna watch the trailer.
It's one of the best ever, right there.
Lower that music.
Mark, you know we're going to send you the bill now that we have to license the music for the
Oh,
podcast.
is that how that works?
Yeah.
No,
This-
it's a lot.
This
It's
is
only 10
not
seconds.
this is not endorsed by awardcircuit.com.
Listen, go to
That was
iTunes and
not
buy
from
it.
that film. That was
Yeah.
from a very similar film in the public
Yeah.
domain.
Yep. All right. These will be added to the database right now. They'll be shared out, and you have to go and rate them. Just to let everyone know, as we wrap up now, by midweek, you will have to have an Award Circuit account in order to rate. No more anonymous
damn.
rating.
Get those profiles going.
I saw a couple of ratings that were very odd, which made me think there had to be some phantom voting going
Oh,
on.
I mean,
trolling.
there's people that are trying to prop some stuff up and tank some
Well,
others.
yeah, I think it was that I saw for Crash, like every other vote but mine was 4 stars. I was like, that seems unlikely.
No,
I'd give
some
Crash
people
3.5.
do like Crash,
I do.
Yeah,
I'm
Mark,
guilty.
but aside
and Clayton Davis.
Yeah.
And apparently
listen,
Ernest Borgnine because he didn't vote for Brokeback Mountain.
It's my number 3 film of that year.
Brokeback Mountain is my number 1 of that year, and it's in my top 100. So I love Brokeback Mountain, but Crash
Yeah.
isn't a
You
horrible
can
movie
yeah
like
you
it's
can
made
you
out
can
to be
you can like
nowadays.
both.
Yeah.
You can. I do not.
Yeah. It was like what me and Mark were saying yesterday. It's not about what it was about what it beat, and then people just like shit on it.
That's it. It's true.
No, I was OG on that. Like
No, I mean that's not, you're one of the few. You're one of the few. There are other people that just hate it because it beat Brokeback.
Yeah.
I remember watching it after might have been Siskel and Ebert, Eben Roper, or something. I saw one review that raved about it.
Yeah,
Saw it and I was like,
Ebert
this
loved
is
it.
terrible.
Yeah, I'll be watching that one again soon as I do my best top 100 of the 2000s. I'll catch up on Crash. I haven't seen it since that, right around that era, 2006,
Giant
2007, probably last time I saw
sledgehammer.
it.
That is racism is bad in that.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
And I also think that was like a really really great Sandra Bullock. Also,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
great
the
in it.
acting's fine. Everything they're saying, I hate.
yeah.
Isn't that the movie that gave us Pena?
Yeah,
was another
yeah.
thing before
We
that.
got
I forget
Pena.
his name.
No, we got Pena.
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena. Yeah, we got it
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah, I love
Because I mean, he's on the poster. He has like the iconic
right.
scene
He
of
has
the
the
movie.
daughter.
Yeah, he's the iconic scene of the
best
movie.
part of the movie.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not the best part,
No,
but
I-
he's also great in it.
I don't know. I think I liked his part. His
No, because
storyline the best.
I think Terrence Howard is pretty baller in that movie.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Again,
great.
I have to
He's
rewatch
great
it.
in
It's been a while. Yeah, I remember liking Terrence Howard a lot too. Where the hell's Terrence Howard? Oh yeah, Empire or whatever. It's
Well,
called.
that's over now.
Oh, all right.
Looking forward.
Yeah,
Where can they follow you?
they can follow me at AwardCircuit. Download Stitch Radio, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Go to awardcircuit.com for your entertainment news. Predictions are slowly but surely being released, so you can also look at predictions.
They are
And-
still happening.
If you're Karen, you can follow her outdoors.
No, I think they're indoors at her friends.
Yeah.
Well, she had to go
mentioned
outdoors to
air
get
conditioning.
indoors.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
You can find Karen testing positive for coronavirus.
No, don't joke about that,
Oh.
Joey. Jesus.
You made jokes about her dying at the hands of Tom Cruise.
That's different because that's not really happening right now.
You implied he would give it to her.
God. Go ahead, Joey. Where can they follow you?
At Joey Magazine, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, all that stuff.
Mark.
You can follow me at Mark Likes Movies. And
Mark
let's
likes
just-
Western.
Right. And then Karen's is at Karen M. Peterson.
Oh, look at you knowing
So
stuff about women.
We'll take care of Karen.
I'm surprised you
He
didn't.
just wants to get yelled at less next week.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't want to just eliminate her and say, "Yo, let's drop one and keep the other." Because he dropped women from all the best
Yeah.
director lineups we
Oh,
went over
I got
today.
it.
Yeah,
He
I
just
mean,
didn't.
listen, I'm never gonna lie just to make somebody happy. I'm gonna tell you
Oh, my.
how it is. And those were the weak links of those years.
So you're going to mansplain is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's right. Listen, I keep Catherine Bigelow, and I still give her the Oscar. And in fact, I probably give her the Oscar twice.
I
So-
think Karen would also get mad that everybody uses that as the one example to
Well, it's
justify
the one-
hating
it's
other
the one
women's
who won.
performances.
It's the one who won. Listen,
Uh-huh.
I'll just be quiet there.
I think that's her goal
I'm
when
gonna
she yells
move.
at you.
I'm gonna
yes.
move on now.
We will see you at the movies.
Peace.
Take care.
Circuit Breaker is brought to you by awardcircuit.com. Just plug in.